Jordan, I can sell you anything, Belfort, comes up Gemini rising with his ruler in Gemini, conjunct the ascendant. There's a pure form of Gemini for you. Notice Neptune on his sixth. His business was scamming rich people into buying IPOs of stock from his Stratton Oakmont company in pump and dump schemes. Jordan Belfort wrote a book about his life of conning, scheming, scamming people through the stock market, sometimes plagued by guilt. His self-titled book, The Wolf of Wall Street, details building up his business, training his employees in boiler room tactics, and outwitting and destroying competitors. He comes across as a likable, chummy guy as he details his amusing, mischievous, and sometimes dangerous exploits, such as flying a helicopter on Quaaludes or using his in-laws as money mules to smuggle millions into foreign banks, meeting up with foreign contacts of intrigue designed to cover up the paper trail, and staying one step ahead of the feds. The feds eventually caught up with him, and he was banned from the stock market brokerage business, along with having to serve 22 months in prison, although his original sentence was for 4 years for securities fraud and money laundering. He did wear a wire and rat out cohorts. He's a man who is haunted by constant thinking and scheming that he just can't turn off, and epitomizes the mischievous Gemini chocked with all that Gemini charm. He was often mistaken for a boy, being medium height, having a youthful face, all traits similar to the schoolboyish look of Gemini. Whenever he speaks in front of an audience, it is completely unscripted. He has a point or two to go over, but he does it with no preparation whatsoever, and yet he will have the entire gathering glued to his every word. When he explains his strategies, his convoluted thinking is difficult to decipher, although associates will tell you he is the smartest man in the world. If only he didn't have a drug problem, any drug he could get his hands on. He couldn't see living without his poison of choice, Quaaludes. He had such a high drug tolerance to prodigious amounts of Quaaludes, cocaine, morphine, Xanax, Valium, meth, ecstasy, Suboxone, Vicodin, Clonopin, GHB, Percocet, mescaline, and marijuana found in his system, which he referred to as the breakfast of champions, that, according to him, would put the average man in an irreversible coma. While on drugs, he made dangerous decisions, such as nearly crashing a helicopter, stoned on Quaaludes, and inviting guests to a seafaring jaunt on his yacht. In inclement weather, he was warned against doing, which almost cost 19 lives, and before it was all over, it destroyed 2 yachts and a helicopter. He gives you a blow-by-blow description of drug overdose, from indulging in a colossal amount of Quaaludes in combination with a mountain of cocaine he inhaled without using straws, to drug-induced paranoia, to the violent acts of setting his wife's wardrobe on fire, slashing $2 million worth of recently purchased high-end furniture, kicking his wife down the stairs, driving through his garage door, destroying it to splinters, to a suicidal attempt, overdosing on morphine, to having his stomach pumped, to being put in a mental institution. It's all there, folks, for your entertainment.